Hey traders, Akil Stokes here of TradingPower.com. Wanted to put out a nice little freebie video this morning because something interesting has happened. Uh, you've probably noticed this if you've seen the video I put out, yesterday or 2 days ago about the pound New Zealand trade I had, where basically we were in a channel, ended up being Gartley in the channel, and a very good psychological trade where we spiked down, almost hit targets, came back up, and then you can see, rolled over for some pretty good profit. If you haven't watched that, check out the Trading Powered site, check out the YouTube site, and watch that video. It's very good. And I bring it up because we have something very similar happening again this morning on Pound Aussie. And I'm actually going to get if we scrunch up this chart, you can see that we're basically in a channel. The market. And I'll get a cleaner chart for you guys. Basically, we've been range trading again. We've been sticking between these lows right here around 44.90s and these highs up here around 44.26, 46.26. I'm sorry. And the question I often get is, well, what do you do when the market is range bound? Are there trading opportunities? And for counter trend traders, for advanced pattern traders, the answer is yes. And the obvious position is, if you're looking to sell, you want to get in at the highest points. You can have very small tops. If you're looking to buy, the exact opposite. You want to get in at the very lowest point. And if we dive deeper into this setup, here's what we have. It's actually another advanced pattern. If I take my anchor leg starting at this spike high, going from X to A, you'll see that when we bring this retracement, we're going to come right into the 50% retracement, putting me on alert for a potential bat pattern. So again, we have our X up there, we have our A down here, we have our B up here. Next thing I need for my bat pattern is a 50% retracement as well for my C leg. So I take my Fibonacci retracement from swing low to swing high up here. And you can see we obviously go past the 50% into the 618, giving me a valid C leg. And always with bat patterns, I know my D completion is going to be right up at the 886. And let me bring this in. And that's the 886 for my X to A retracement, the original one I drew on. And now I just connect the dots. X to A to B, B to C. And what I would do is I would project an extension up here into this 4611 area for my 886. Let's see if we get any Fibonacci confluence lined up with that. If I take my extension, swing low to swing high, and back down, you'll see there's going to be a 1618 extension hiding right up in that area as well. So there's a potential bat pattern in this zone. And again, where does this complete at? Well, there we go. Well, the top of the channel. So if we're looking at aggressive entries right here at 4611, we're looking at stops, right above these highs. So right above 48.28. Let's even go to 48.45 just to give you guys an example. Well, look at our risk on this trade. We're only risking a small amount. And what I did with New Zealand Aussie is I actually traded it across the channel. So if you're an aggressive trader, and you may not want to be, it's Friday, you may want to get money off before the weekend comes, especially with the gaps we saw last week. But if you're an aggressive trader, you could potentially trade this down across the channel all the way to these lows down here at 44.90. Or I would say right above 45 flat would be a little safer area. And what you're doing is you're giving yourself a risk reward looking like this. Look at this. Risking 1 to make 1, 2, 3. 3 to 1 risk reward. Now, if you're more conservative, if you're taking your targets as a retracement from A to D, and say you're looking at 382, well, look at that. You're still getting the more than 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. If you take it to 618, which lines up at this structure level in here, you're still getting the 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. So either way you look at this trade, you're getting a good risk reward ratio. And that's how I like to play these ranges and play these channels. I don't just buy and sell in a mad hope. I like to identify what I'm seeing on the chart and look for some type of pattern or some type of setup, either simple or advanced, to get involved. So I want to show you that. Also, syndicate members, and I'll talk about this more in the weekend review, Great job on that dollar CAD. You can see back-to-back advanced patterns. We had a Gartley followed by a bat. Both ended up being a winner. I just caught Jason's pound yen syndicate video yesterday, so I'm going to check that out. I wanted to say good stuff. It's been a good week. And if you're not in the syndicate, well, you need to get involved. It's $20 a month. Just go to the website. I'll throw a link on this video. But, stop missing out. Get involved. All right, take care, traders. Remember this: plan your trade your plan. I'll see some of you later in the live room. I'll see the rest of you this weekend for the live room weekend review. Take care.